Everything is connected. Just pay attention. 3D meat tech, fake meat. They're leaning you towards fake meat, right? So as the article says, as the world gets hotter, can cattle survive? A rancher's quest for drought-proof cows. So they're leaning people toward this fake created meat, whether it's vegan meat or whether it's your everyday processed cow meat that you think is cow, but it's probably actually something else that's created. But like I said, everything's connected, right? From climate control to the actual term of what climate control really means, everything's connected. And let me show you. So, this December of this year, from the 6th to the 8th, there's going to be a urban transformation summit by 2030. I know you heard that year before. I know you have. Pay attention. By 2030, the urban population is expected to be 5 billion. 5 billion. Urban population. What is urban population? And I thought the world was 7 or 8 billion. Not to mention that about a billion people disappeared off the face of the earth during last year, going into this year. That's unaccounted for. Let's just keep that on hush. But anyway, with 600 cities generating more than 60% of global gross domestic products, while cities are drivers of growth and innovation, they are also the forefront of global challenges, from affordable housing to climate change. What does affordable housing have to do with climate change, you ask? What does climate change really mean? What is the urban population? All questions. The first urban transformation summit in Detroit will bring together city executives and with private philanthropic and community leaders to catalyze collaborations that will drive action on the most critical issues facing cities today. So we have these billionaires, multimillionaires coming together to basically pinpoint the direction of the cities we live in, the homes we own, the the communities we help build, to pinpoint it in the direction that they see forth, because they have the $1 billion and they're the smarter ones, right? But without us, they won't be billionaires because they tricked us into making them millions and billions. They feel that they can tell us whatever is fit for us. So why I say that all of this is connected, if you look at the infrastructure bill, a lot of it is AI technology, surveillance technology, all this different innovation, right? So let's go back. Urban. Let's check out what that means. So, urban, right? Let's go for urban planning, right? Urban planning is also known as regional planning, town planning, city planning, or rural planning. Is a technical and political process that is focused on the development and design of land use, right? In the built environment, including air, let's say it again, including air, water, and the infrastructure passing into and out of urban areas such as transportation, communication, and distribution networks and their accessibility. Phones, internet, air, water, controlling everything. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So traditionally, urban planning follow a top-down approach in master planning the physical layout of human settlements. The primary concern was the public welfare, which include considerations of efficiency, sanitation. Everything is connected. How 5G can be a force for social equality. See, the tech industry is uniquely positioned to broaden digital access through 5G cloud-based storage solutions, which include significantly lower the cost for devices, right? So you get a much cheaper price as far as from these devices, but along with those devices, the surveillance and the technology built in those devices uh, basically has all kind of spyware that has you with little to no privacy. That's what the smart city is about. A smart city is you having no privacy. If you look in the infrastructure bill, it's the making of a smart city. 90% of the infrastructure bill is AI and technology surveillance. New technology, infrastructures as far as battery charge and all type of things of that nature. Just take a look at the infrastructure bill. About 10% of it is probably repairing bridges. You know, the rest is mainly, even with the repairing of the bridges, is adding technology to those bridges as well. So just take a close look at the infrastructure bill that Joe Biden has put out there. So it says the Edison Alliance, a joint innovation between Verizon and the World Economic Forum, aims to prioritize digital inclusion worldwide. Okay. So in a quantum future, our economy needs to be protected. A cybersecurity expert explains why. So the dawn of the quantum computing age brings with it many potential new risks, including those related to security. Government agencies and industry groups have expressed a growing sense of urgency when it comes to the transition to quantum safe future. So a lot of the talk about dark winters and power grids going down and things of that nature, this will be the cause of it transforming over to this new state of age, quantum level of technology, AI ran technology. So while they implement robots, the next phase of remote work will be even more disruptive. They're basically turning the workplace into a remote kind of workplace because you're not really associating with people face to face and meeting in groups. The information passed around and passed through is kind of linear because when you meet in groups, it's a different vibration. The information shared is much greater than a remote type of collaboration. So this type of changes in our daily lives and our environments, implementing robots and smart cities and things of that nature, it's going to play a big role in and it's going to affect us in a very negative way. So this just happened a couple of days ago, November 9th to the 10th, annual meeting on cybersecurity. With the unprecedented adoption of digital technology, cybersecurity has become a key priority among private and public sectors. Leaders, cybersecurity failures pose a substantial risk to public safety, and it is imperative that the global community comes together to build a path towards a secure digital future to ensure that society can continue benefit from the fourth industrial revolution, which is the smart city. Everything that's been implemented in the recent times all relates to the smart city, from the cryptocurrency to the infrastructure bill to this cybersecurity to the climate control. The climate control summits are all linked to this stuff.
Good afternoon. We are coming to the closing session of this extraordinary event, designing a great narrative for the future. First, I want to thank all the 40 plus participants who have participated in this exercise. It was such an engaging discussion, and it will be very difficult for the panel really to distill all the...
Yes, well, looking at this new world, technology is going to play an amazing big role. There's, I think, 3 big technological trends that will drive this future, and one is digitalization. So if you look further ahead, you see quantum computing, the field I work in. It's a completely new paradigm for computing based on the laws of quantum physics, which can create an exponential growth of compute power, which can help solve problems, optimization problems, calculate new materials. And on the shorter term, of course, artificial intelligence, already here, but that will grow enormously. The metaverse, we talked a lot about that, getting to augmented and new virtual realities. And of course, the fourth digital revolution, the industrial revolution. So all these things will have a tremendous impact. And the second technological trend is everything that has to do with the energy transition. So looking far out, fusion power can become a reality finally in the mid-century. And before, things like green hydrogen and also AI and digitalization will enable this transition, because we will need smart grids to improve our nets to deal with the emitted energy sources from solar and wind. So that's the second trend. And the third one I see is biology. So engineered biology, we're getting into the era of really engineering DNA and also personalized medicine. So I think these are the 3 major trends for the coming decades.
The question is, are you absolutely ready for what's to come? Because they're planning the future for us to force us to move a certain way, to go digital, to buy into AI completely. That goes from digital signatures, which in the real world mean absolutely nothing. So you sign off on land that you've purchased and do digitally, and you sign off digitally. That signature more than likely means a little bit of nothing. So let's just keep that in mind. Just wanted to bring a couple of key things out and tell me what you think about that.